I am Sangamesh, mathematics lecturer. Today in this class we are going to discuss about complex numbers and quadratic equations, right? So which is the chapter in first year mathematics, fifth chapter it is, right? So if you are knowing the 10th standard basics properly, so you are going to understand the chapter easily, right? Now I will come to the point. What is the relation between this complex number and a quadratic equation, right? Simple. If you are having the equation x square minus of 4 is equals to 0, it is a quadratic equation. Why? Because power of the x is 2, therefore it is a quadratic equation. Now I am interested to find the x value, therefore x square is equals to 4. Therefore x is equals to under root of 4, therefore x is equals to plus or minus of 2. So how it comes, you are knowing it. X square minus of 4 equals to 0, x square equals to minus 4, if it goes to the right it will become plus 4. So taking square root on both sides, if the square goes to that side it becomes root. Square root of 4 will be always plus or minus 2. So what is this square root of plus or minus 2? Here x value is plus 2 or minus 2. So these two, plus 2 and minus 2, are called as the roots of this equation, or plus 2 and minus 2 are called as the solution of this quadratic equation, or plus 2 and minus 2 will satisfy this equation. So this is the quadratic equation, this plus 2 or minus 2 are the roots of the quadratic equation. If the equation is like this, x square minus of plus 4 of is equals to 0. Now I am interested to find the x value, that is nothing but the roots. X square is equals to minus 4, means this plus 4 goes to the right, it becomes minus 4. Taking square root on both sides, therefore x equals to under root of minus 4. So what is this root of minus 4? This root of minus 4 is not a real number, is not a real number, is not a real number. Then which kind of number is this? This is exactly the complex number. This is exactly the complex number. So in the 10th standard, if you see x equals to plus under root of minus 4, you will come to the conclusion that this quadratic equation is not having the real roots, nothing but not a real roots, therefore it is having a complex roots. So this will lead to the birth of the complex number. So what is a complex number? Under root of negative number is always the complex number. Under root of this 3 is complex number. Under root of this minus 2 is complex number. Under root of minus 1 is also complex number. In complex number, this root of minus value will be always equals to I. Always equals to I. Therefore, now we come to the conclusion. Under root of minus 4, under root of minus 3, under root of minus 2, under root of any negative number is a complex number. So this is how the this complex number and quadratic equations are under relation, right? So I will start with the scratch again, just will make understand what is the value of some negative numbers under the root. So we know that minus of 1 will be always equals to I. This I is called as iota. This I is called as iota, which is nothing but a imaginary number. So I. So I'll square on the both sides. So square and root will get cancelled. Minus 1 equals to what? I square. Therefore remember these two values. I value is always equals to square root of minus 1 and I square value is equals to minus 1. So now my question arises, what is the value of root of minus 4 and how we can write it? This minus 4 can be written as minus 1 into 4. Since it is a product, you can take a separate roots. Root of minus 1 into 4. Root of minus 1 into root of 4. Therefore root of minus 1 value will be always I, then this root 4 as it is. Therefore root of minus 4 can be written as I root 4. Therefore this also can be written as, you can take it out also, right? So root 3, root of minus 3 also can be written as root of minus 1 into root of 3. Therefore what is the value? I root 3, right? Simple. So similarly we'll write a few numbers. Root of minus 4 is equals to I root 5, and root of minus 6 equals to I root 6, and root of minus 7 is equals to I root 7, right? So simple, if minus comes out of the root, it becomes I. Similarly last number, root of minus of so 12, you can write it as I root 12. So further you can simplify it, so not an issue, right? So this is how we are going to write it, right? So now I will concentrate complex numbers and quadratic equation, which is the 5th chapter in the first PUC mathematics. In that I am going to concentrate exercise 5.3, so in your textbook. So in that exercise the questions will be asked like this. The questions will be asked like this. Before going to that, so we will see some basics. So what is this? Ax square plus of bx plus of c is equals to 0. It is called as a quadratic equation, which is the standard form. So to find the value of x, we are knowing the formula. X is equals to minus b plus or minus of square root of b square minus of 4ac whole divided by 2a. So which is the Sridharachary's formula, who is a mathematician from India, right? This is the quadratic equation. How to find the x value? Minus b plus or minus of square root of b square minus of 4ac divided by 2a. This x value is nothing but the root of this quadratic equation. So in exercise 5.3, the questions will be asked like this. Solve first one. So what is the question? X square plus of 3 is equals to 0. Therefore x square is equals to minus 3. So taking square root on both sides, therefore x is equals to root of minus 3. As I already told you that if minus comes out, it becomes I, therefore I root 3. So this is the value of x, right? Now I am going to solve the second question. So second question is easy. I am going to rub it. To note it down, just pause the video. So now I am going to solve the second question. So what is the second question? Second question is asked like this. So what is the question? Solve 2x square plus x. 2x square plus x plus 1 is equals to 0, right? Simple question. So on comparing ax square plus of what? bx plus of c equals to 0. So on comparison, what is the a value? A is equals to 2. What is the b value? B is equals to 1. What is the c value? C is equals to 1. Right? So solve means you are going to solve the equation to find the value of x. So therefore x is equals to minus b plus or minus under root of b square minus of 4ac divided by 2a. So it is the standard formula from the 10th standard, right? X is equals to minus as it is, b value is equals to 1 plus or minus as it is, b square means 1 square, that is nothing but 1 minus 4 into, so ac is nothing but a into c is equals to how much? 2 whole divided by 2 into a value is equals to how much? 2, therefore 2 into 2, therefore x equals to, just simplification of this, minus 1 plus or minus under root of 4 into 2 is 8, 1 minus of 8 is minus 7, therefore minus 7 whole divided by 2 into 2 is how much? 4. In 10th standard, up to here you used to solve. After seeing that minus 7, you used to come to the conclusion that the roots are non-real. Exactly, the roots are non-real means the x values are not real here. Why? Because this root of minus 7 is not a real number, it is a complex number, right? So further simplification, just only one step. If minus come out of the root, it becomes I. Therefore x is equals to minus 1 plus or minus I root 7 divided by 4 divided by 4. So this is the solution of this quadratic equation, that is nothing but the root of the quadratic equation. To note it down, just pause the video. Simplify. Next I am going to take one more example, so which is third example in the exercise 5.3. Solve x square plus of 3x plus of 9 is equals to 0. So on comparing with ax square plus of bx plus of c is equals to 0, therefore a is equals to 1, b is equals to 3, c is equals to 9. Therefore x is equals to formula minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus of 4ac whole divided by 2a. Just I will substitute the values. Therefore x equals to minus b value is how much? 3 plus or minus, so square root of b square is equals to how much? 3 square is nothing but 9. Therefore 4 as it is, a into c is nothing but 1 into 9, therefore into 9 whole divided by 2 into a is nothing but 2 into 1, right? Just a simplification, x as it is, minus 3 as it is, plus or minus, so 9 9 minus 4 9s are 36, 9 minus of 36 is minus 27 divided by 2. So minus is 27, so can be written as simply like this. Therefore x is equals to minus 3 plus or minus under root of if minus comes out, it becomes I root of 27 whole divided by 2. Therefore this is the only extra step you are doing in this first year. Minus the root of 27 can be written as I root of 27. Remaining things are the basics. Just by taking the remaining examples, just solve for x. So if you want, I will give some examples. Just you can try it in home. Example number 1. X equals to x square plus 3x. X square plus of 3x plus of 5 is equals to 0. So second one, x square minus x plus 2. X square minus x plus 2 is equals to 0. Just you try for these two questions. If you not get, ask me for the doubts through the WhatsApp number 9611585556. So this is my WhatsApp number, so you can WhatsApp me for any doubts, and for comments also comment through this number. Thank you.